One of the only things, Ramsey, listen to me. One of the only things in this world you can control is your state of mind. You can't control the weather. You can't control other people. You can't even control your health. You might get a brain hemorrhage, or you might get hit by a bus, or you might get assassinated. One of the very few things in the world you have genuine control over is your state of mind. You decide if you're a disciplined person. You decide if you're a happy person. You decide if you're a depressed person. These are things that in real time you can affect in your brain. This is all you can control on earth. If you can't control that, then you're just a feather in the wind.
In a world where some people seem to have it all, it can be difficult to understand how they got there. Andrew Tate is one such person. He's a successful social media influencer, especially on TikTok, even if he doesn't even have an account. How is that possible? There are countless TikTok and Instagram accounts sharing his controversial posts and interviews. He started to become famous at the beginning of 2022 on social media, yet very few people know how he makes his money. In this video, we'll look at 8 mindset lessons of Andrew Tate of how he became so successful. So, without further ado, let's get started. Who is Andrew Tate? Before we get into how Andrew Tate made his money, it is important to understand who he is and what he does. Andrew Tate is an American entrepreneur living in Romania, a social media sensation, and a former professional kickboxer, 4-time world champion. Even if a lot of people believe that Cobra Tate became successful overnight, in fact, Andrew Tate's success didn't happen as quickly as a lot of people tend to think. It took years of hard work and dedication to get where he is today. He started his YouTube channel in 2011, and it took him a few years to grow his audience. However, once he did, his popularity exploded, and he quickly became one of the most popular YouTubers in the world. Some resources say that he has around $30 million, while others say that he has around $350 million. During his boxing career, the ISKA World Full Contact Karate Champion made some good money, but his move into TikTok allowed him to grow the majority of his following. What do you think about Andrew Tate? What do you do if you were Andrew Tate for one day? Let us know in the comments section. But before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to watch more exciting videos on your YouTube dashboard. Lesson number 1. You can achieve anything you set your mind to.
You cannot quit. You cannot give up. You need that momentum to break free. You are the only person who can make this work, and you're also the only person who can this up.
When Andrew was younger, he dreamed of becoming a professional kickboxer. He didn't let anything stand in his way, and through years of dedication and hard work, he achieved his goal. If you have a dream or goal that you want to achieve, don't let anything stop you from reaching it. When you have a clear goal in mind, you don't give up until you reach it. No matter how difficult it may seem, always keep pushing forward. Andrew Tate makes it look easy, but it took a lot of determination to get where he is today. Lesson number 2. You must be willing to take risks. To become successful, you often have to take risks. This is something that Andrew Tate understands well. He took a huge risk when he decided to start his own business. He could have failed miserably, but he was willing to take the chance. Without taking risks, we often miss out on growth opportunities. Risks can be calculated. Smart entrepreneurs understand that there is a difference between taking a risk and gambling. When taking a major risk, it is important to calculate the potential results and have contingency plans in place. No matter how calculated it is, you can never be sure that a risk will pay off. However, there is only one way to find out. If failure makes you stronger, you can never lose, says Andrew Tate. Lesson number 3. You have to believe in yourself.
I've never met somebody with a fantastic life who did not completely and utterly believe in themselves. I've never seen somebody massively succeed and they didn't believe in themselves.
One of the most important lessons we can learn from Andrew Tate is the importance of self-belief. If you don't believe in yourself, achieving anything in life will be very difficult. It's not enough just to have a dream or a goal, and you have to truly believe that you can achieve it. This is what separates successful people from the rest of the world. They have an unshakable belief in themselves and their ability to achieve their goals. Cars like Aston Martin, Ferrari, and Bugatti Veyron are not cheap, but Andrew Tate could afford to buy them because he believed in himself. As his kickboxing career progressed, he believed in himself and his ability to win. This unwavering belief is what allowed him to achieve greatness. Do the impossible and you'll never doubt yourself ever again, says Andrew Tate. Lesson number 4. You are never too old to learn new things. Most people believe that you can only achieve success in your youth. This is simply not true. Even if he was a kickboxing world champion, it didn't bring him that much wealth. Andrew Tate didn't start his journey to success until he was in his 30s. He proved that it's never too late to learn new things or pursue your dreams. No matter how old you are, it's never too late to start working towards your goals. Getting older doesn't have to mean learning stops at a certain age or a point in your life. We are all constantly growing and changing, and no matter how much you've accomplished, you're never too old to learn new things and better enhance your life. It could be difficult to master something new as you get older. We get comfortable in what we've always known, and sometimes we get stuck in our own way, not making room for anything new. You are exactly where you deserve to be. Change who you are, and you will change how you live, says Andrew Tate. Lesson number 5. You should never give up on your dreams. No matter how difficult things may seem, you should never give up on your dreams. This is something that Andrew Tate firmly believes in. When he was younger, he was told by many people that he would never amount to anything. However, he didn't let this stop him from pursuing his dreams. You have not tried everything yet. There are always other ways available to doing things differently. Many a time, due to depression or lack of knowledge, you forgot to implement it. So put aside your fear, anxiety, and depression and try your best. Sometimes you need to think differently and act differently in work and restart it for which you are passionate. This can be done with hard work and smart work by applying this success in yours. Lesson number 6. Perseverance is key to success.
I was a 4-time kickboxing world champion. For 12 years, I trained 5 hours a day, 6 days a week. And I was motivated to train probably about 25% of the time. The rest of the time I went because I am disciplined. You don't feel like going through that on a Wednesday morning when you wake up, but you have to do it because you're disciplined. You're either a disciplined individual or you are not a disciplined individual.
Success will not come easy regardless of your talent or intelligence. You need the drive and determination to keep going even when things get tough. This is something that Andrew Tate has in spades. He is a man who knows what he wants and will do whatever it takes to achieve it. This kind of dedication has served him well in his career. It has helped him to overcome any obstacles that may have come his way and have ultimately led to his success. Tate lost his first professional fight, but didn't let that defeat discourage him. It's easy to give up when things get tough. It's easy to lose hope and think you can't make it through a difficult situation or even get something done. Often people don't make the effort to learn something because they're afraid they won't be able to do it. They have a fear of failure. It takes time, effort, and patience to learn something new. We all have a lot going on in our lives, and our time is limited, so it seems easier to give up than to persevere in difficult situations like this. Lesson number 7. How you view the world absolutely shapes how you react to the world. There is no such thing as smooth sailing. Nevertheless, when you fall while climbing an obstacle, you simply land back on the plateau you were just on. You don't have to start from scratch again. This is how life works in general. Everything seems to be going well until something sideswipes you. The analogy of plateaus is fitting for a successful business mindset because you always just fall down to the previous plateau. The only struggle is getting on to the next one. Lesson number 8. Emotional control isn't a lack of emotion. It's a necessary function of maturity.
All these people who talk about toxic masculinity and how bad it is for men to be traditionally masculine. A traditionally masculine man does things he doesn't feel like doing because it is his duty to do them. He charges into the building because it is his duty. Not because he feels like it, because it is his duty. We're now teaching the new generation of men that they don't have duty and they can just act on their feelings and act how they feel, and they don't have to act as a man should. Do you know what happens when you get men who just act how they feel? You get school shooters, you get violence. Men who do not control their emotions are dangerous.
It is essential that you get used to the uncomfortable feeling of not knowing what you're doing. Whether it's getting on stage to speak, launching your product, or writing a book, we tend to see others doing it and falsely assume they've always been good at it. This is something that Andrew Tate firmly believes in. Don't attach judgment or blame when you fail. Business failures should not make you feel ashamed or embarrassed. Do your best to remove the emotion from mistakes you make as an entrepreneur so you can logically explore how to better yourself and your company. Turn off your negative self-talk and learn to say, "Now I know better for next time," instead. People with emotional maturity are aware of their privilege in the world and will try to take steps towards changing their behavior. This means you don't blame others or yourself when something goes awry. You possess a spirit of humility. Instead of complaining about your circumstances, you become action-oriented. You may ask, what can I do to improve the situation? Your mindset must be stronger than your feelings, says Andrew Tate. If you want to hear Tate talk about the secrets to money and wealth, or him talking about relationships, check out my other videos on him. Before going anywhere, make sure to subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and press the bell icon to watch more exciting videos on your YouTube dashboard. Until the next video, stay tuned.